Hello, Suhail. How are you?
I'm good, bro. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. How has your week been?
Oh, it's good. Nothing much happened. Normal stuff. Work, life at home. Nothing crazy. How was your week?
Nothing crazy, but Prime Day was
Oh,
going on, so
hmm.
did some shopping. Did some shopping. I want to talk a little bit more about how Prime Day had, triggered me to thinking about minimalism.
Oh,
So maybe we
okay,
can talk about that a bit. So,
okay.
did you do some
Let me.
shopping on Prime Day? First of all.
No, I bought something for Shakib, a brother. He asked me to buy something. Other than that, nothing specific for Prime Day, like normal purchase. Maybe there was some coincidence because we keep buying every other week something. So, yeah, nothing for
Yeah.
Prime Day. What about you?
I mean, I had a list of things that I wanted to buy, which I kept it in cart
Mm-hmm.
and waited for Prime Day. Some things I wanted to buy for a long time, like the iPad, uh,
Yeah.
but like I slipped up and bought a few extra things. I bought a kind of an expensive fountain pen. Then I
Okay.
bought a coffee grinder, a manual one. I already have a
Okay.
grinder, but I wanted a better one, so I bought that. Then I bought filter paper. Then I bought some Wi-Fi mesh network stuff. So a lot of things,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, things.
So what
And
did you? Why did this trigger minimalism in you? What happened?
I mean, I ordered these stuff, and it felt good ordering. But then I looked around my table. I feel like I have a lot of stuff. This whole
Hmm.
e-commerce, capitalistic consumerism is real.
Yes,
So
it is.
I feel, you know, uh, do you ever feel that you have too much stuff?
Yeah, all the time. Actually, I want to get rid of a lot of stuff that I have, but
Mm.
it's always difficult. But I think in today's world, it's easy to get stuff as well, right? Like it's the friction involved in getting anything is just, let's say, 2-3 minutes and like a few clicks or maybe a few taps on your phone and you have it. So that has caused, us to slip easily, let's say, to buy things that we might not need in the long term.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
I
have
think
like three pairs of earphones. I have too many wires lying around for some reason. I feel that someday or the other I'll make a use of these wires. So just
Mhm.
keep them. But recently I did a drive where I took the first step towards getting rid of unwanted things. I got a box. I put all the
Mhm.
stuff that I've not used in the past 1 month.
1 month.
And
Okay.
yeah, 1 month, like approximately, and then I put it all in the stuff and I just tucked it away. It's still there with
Mhm.
me, but it's tucked away. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think there are ways in which you could do minimalism if you wanted to. Like you could find out in Google or something. Like what are the like simple things you can do? Because even in like this room that I'm in right now, I see a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's like a lot of books lying around, some cream stuff, like random things here and there,
Yeah.
which I haven't used for some of them
Clutter your
for one
mind
year.
as well, your space.
Yeah,
It,
yeah. So
yeah.
I think this maybe you also have triggered me into looking at stuff that I might not be using. It's just I'm holding on to it, like I might need it someday.
It's hard letting go, but once you do it,
Mhm.
it's freeing, I feel.
Yeah. Let me see. I
Yeah.
think I could get rid of some stuff. So I was discussing with Fatima recently that we have a lot of things that we don't need. So the first thing that came to her mind was the pots and pans that we have. So she's been thinking about because what happens is we have had some pans for like more than 2 years now, and it's good, like it's time to get rid of them, and some of them have gone bad and there's a health hazard, especially when a
Mm.
baby's food is being cooked on it. So just today the new set of pots and pans arrived, and she's thinking of getting rid of almost everything that we have, just pots and pans, not the spoons and other stuff.
Yeah. Another thing, what I've noticed is that if you buy stuff which are of high quality, right?
Mm.
That is a good way to reach minimalism, where you buy less things, but you buy stuff that
Mm.
lasts for a very long time. So, for instance, the pots and pans, right? You can go all the way and spend a lot, but they stick with
Yeah.
you for the rest of your life. So that way.
Yeah, we did actually buy good stuff, but you need to use it well as well, right? Like you can't put steel into all of these things and it gets bad. We have outside help cooking for us, and they put, the steel spoon itself inside this thing to graze of something, and it's just difficult sometimes, but it's fine, it's fine. uh, that's how it is. So yeah, so
Mm,
we're getting rid of the old pots and pans for getting new stuff. And
cool.
maybe there are a lot of things over here. Yeah, like I can just see a lot of things. I have my old violin, which I have not used for more than 2 years now, I feel like. So
Wow.
maybe to sell it off is a good idea. There are some bags that I've never used.
Burn it.
No, sell it off. Yeah,
Yeah.
second hand. I'm sure there'll be somebody, or just give it out for free. Maybe somebody will just make use of it.
I mean, it's a natural instinct of humans to hoard things, right? Like a collector's mindset. Just go
Mm,
around collecting things. You build your stash.
yeah.
You know.
You're safe, right? Like you feel
Yeah.
safe. Like in case I need XYZ, I have it. Just in
Yeah.
case I need this, I don't know what it is. If I need this, you get a shiny book, empty book. You're like, maybe I'll use it someday. And it's that empty
Yeah.
book just it's there and collecting dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one way to do is organize it. That's the first step. Keep it
Hmm.
away from your sight, and the next step is to get rid of them if you don't get it out.
Yeah. Let me see what
Cool.
to do. Cool, bro. For myself, I didn't order anything for this Prime Day thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Suhaib, how's the working out going for you? How was it last week? Like walks with Iman?
Walks with Iman. That's it. I tried a couple of days. What I did was I kept her on my shoulders and I walked around the society a bit fast. That way, my
Mm,
heart rate was a bit higher. Like, could feel the sweat and I could feel the a bit of heart. That's the only thing that I did
mm.
this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
What about
Yeah,
you?
this week, yeah, last week, like when we were talking, I was a bit sick, right? I think we spoke on Wednesday. That's when I was recovering. Yeah, I went for 2 workouts and I did a swim today. So just 3 days. I'm happy with that. Yeah, just even though if it's just 3 days. Like
Yeah.
I do like strength training, right? So I kind of like I like doing deadlifts, yeah, like just going down and doing the deadlifts. So I reached 100 kilos, like
Wow.
around 4 reps of 100 kilos. So I am so that means my PR, you know what is PR? Okay, so it's 1 rep max PR. Okay, PR is like personal record. Okay, so what's your highest you have done, and 1 RP is like 1 rep max. So what's like whatever it is, like whatever exercise it is, what's your one repetition? What's the maximum you can do? Like just one and you're done. So my PR for deadlift is 110 kilo, which actually one of my goals this year was to reach a deadlift of twice my body weight. It's one of the goals I set, which is very arbitrary, but still it's something. And I'm getting close to it. So right now I am around 74 kilo. So I need to reach 150-ish. Some way to
Mm.
go. I don't think I'll reach it though. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you can. Just made the
No,
progress.
no. The beginning of the year, my 1 rep max was around 90, let's say. So it's taken a while.
Oh.
I think when I've reduced weight and I've reduced my muscle mass as well. So that's why the increase has not been much. Because I was checking my, what is a squat, right? Basically, you put the barbell behind you and you squat. So in the beginning of the year, I was doing 60 kilos. Yeah, I was doing 60 kilos for like 7, 8 repetitions. And yesterday, I went and I tried doing squat, and 60 kilos, I could do only like 5 or 6 repetitions. So I have become weaker on my legs, like lower muscle mass in my legs. It's probably because of my, let's say, lower calorie intake, and my body has lost not calories, mass. So, and both fat and muscle, but fat more and some of muscle as well. So that's why I'm a bit weaker, but that's okay. Like it makes sense, right? Like the more heavy you are, the a little bit more muscles you have. Yeah,
Yeah.
just because you're carrying around more
Yeah, fat
mass.
person's legs are always stronger.
Yeah, exactly. So because
Mm.
you in your day-to-day life you do some workout like sitting up, getting all those things, whatever you're doing, you are lifting heavier weight. So maybe something to do with that. Yeah, but
Mm.
going well. Keep you accountable, Suhaib, to work out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, it's like if I'm getting too busy at work, then I don't work out. But so that's like all days, right?
Mm.
Except at Sundays, I keep for relaxing. But other days, I'm just busy at work. So I need to, like, I don't eat healthy. So I eat ghar ka khana, just healthy stuff. But I need to also figure out the way that, okay, it doesn't matter how much work you have. This is just like,
Mm.
one of the things you have to do
Yeah,
2-3 times a week.
that's how it has become for me. If I don't do it, I feel I'm uneasy. Like unless I have like a very valid reason, like I'm sick or there's something going on. Instead of that, even then, I try to do yoga at least like 10 minutes at home. I might, just get down to yoga. That's all. Good, bro. That's about working out and stuff.
A
So
quick,
actually,
no, you go ahead.
no, I want to talk about something else totally different. Maybe you can tell.
Yeah, same, but you can go ahead now.
Okay, so I was last week we forgot to discuss, Trump's assassination attempt and the general U.S. election atmosphere. What weird stuff is going on over there?
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So,
But it
like, there's.
happened a few days ago, right? I think it didn't happen last week when we discussed it. Did it?
I'm
Maybe.
not sure actually. When did the
Yeah, I think it
assassination?
did.
Because I remember kind of last week that we like I put it like I wanted to discuss July 13th. Yeah, 10 days
13th,
ago it
yeah.
happened. Yeah. So, anyway, we forgot about it. I think we had other topics to discuss. So I put it in this one. So there's like a lot of conspiracy theories coming around. Like, is it planned? Is it this? Is it blah 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 blah? Whatever. It has put him in the forefront of like he. It looks like he's going to become president now. That's what it looks like. Like Joe Biden
Hmm.
is gone, and there's Kamala
Yeah.
Harris.
But that's a good
He
thing, right? If it was against Joe Biden, then he would have definitely won. But now it's like they don't know. So who's
who
the nominee?
No, there is a new nominee. The new nominee is Kamala Harris. This was announced, I think,
Oh,
yesterday. Yeah, so this is something new that happened just yesterday. And there's a lot of like dirt coming up around Kamala Harris. Like she's half black and half
half
Indian. Did you know
Indian.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like at some point, so she has like both all these like racial thing going on. Like uh, the first female
Women.
president, if she happens, and then the first
Yeah.
half black, let's say, president and all
I don't know
that.
much about her, but I
Me
feel
neither.
it's hard for her to win because she's a woman. She's a woman.
I think it's just
It's a
hard
truth.
for her to win. It's not just about her being a woman because she's coming
Mm.
in so late into the race, and it's like Joe Biden.
But
He's left like a weird
it's
taste.
like, yeah, it's like people are. It's quick to people are fickle minded, right? So there's still time until November, and November is
Mm.
elections.
Yeah, 4 months.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the the nominee they're going to select, it's most probably Kamala, but Kam in India
Kamala.
people call her Kamla. So it's most probably going to be her, but there is still the Democratic National Convention that's going to happen soon. There they'll announce like properly.
Okay, I don't know about all this. Let's see how it
But
goes.
but see, it's that Trump is nowhere to be discussed now, right? It's more about who's going to be the nominee, and so
Mm.
it's about who owns the news cycle just preceding the elections.
Let's see.
And then
I don't know much about U.S. elections. It's just like a lot of things happening. The assassination attempt and all that.
do you know why? What's the motive of that guy?
I
To
have no idea. I have no idea.
Did he leave some note or something? Anyways, yeah, it's crazy. Indian elections just happened. Were you following
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I mean, we discussed it, right? Like,
Yeah,
there was a fear that BJP might win. What do you say? Majority seat.
2/3.
Yeah, and then that they didn't, and then now. like the opposition has, let's say, a bit of a power. It looks like the opposition had more to celebrate than the winning party.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a total,
Mm.
disappointment for the.
Yeah. Talking about BJP, so I had a, let's say, a classmate in college. Okay. His name is Pradeep
Pradeep
Bhandari. You know, if
Bhandari.
you, oh, you know him.
I
Okay.
know, I know. Seen a few
So
clips
the,
about him.
yes, yes, he's like all this crazy Goody media. Not what's that guy's name? The Republic guy,
Arnab,
Arnab. Yeah, he's like a Arnab is a big fan. Not a fan. Like he's this is
he's
going to be my
Arnab's protege.
protege. Yeah, protege. Okay. And
Mm.
I just saw like in one of our so we have a friends group WhatsApp, yeah, from college, and somebody put a post saying that Pradeep Bhandari is going to be the new spokesperson for BJP, one of the spokespersons for BJP. So that's something. That's something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's strange times. Strange times indeed. So Suhaib, you
yeah.
mentioned like you are buying something with mesh network. What's that about? Like, do you need a mesh network at home?
I do in my home because
Okay.
the walls, right? They're very reinforced. Something they are like pre-built
Wi-Fi
walls.
blocking.
They're Wi-Fi blocked completely. Like if I have a router on the other room, just on the
Mm.
other side, just the wall, the other side, I won't be able to access it. So every room
Okay.
needs its own Wi-Fi. So what happens
Okay.
is, we'll have three networks: one for the hall, one for the middle room, one for the main room. So that's not ideal,
Mm.
right? You want to move around, you want to. So
Yeah.
that's why I bought a mesh network. That way, wherever I go, it's like I'm connected to the same network. So I am we'll be implementing that in our Mulur home as well. So that,
I know. I
it's
know.
a big house, right? So we'll implement that. Do
Mm.
you have a mesh network? I think you.
Yeah, I do. I do. So fortunately, here the walls are not Wi-Fi blocking. So we have two meshes, like one in this room, it covers the hall, and one in the master bedroom, it covers the master bedroom basically. So it's not a big hassle. It's just like in the bedroom, if we go to some corners, we might not get Wi-Fi. It's just because of the range, it's quite far
So
away.
do you have a Ethernet backhaul? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so they have like it's a, I don't know, it's pre-built. Yeah, like it's quite straightforward actually. It was easy to implement also. So the Ethernets are connected. So there's a, I don't know how to put it. There's a master router, and through that we can connect. Oh, what is this thumbs up bubble? Strange. Yeah. So you are, so you got this mesh network. Have you implemented it at your home?
Yeah, we got a technician who came and did the wiring to my main room as well as the secondary room, and then implemented it. It's pretty good, pretty decent. I'm always interested in tech stuff, so we even got a
Good.
switch, that relays it from the network. It facilitates the communication between the three
Routers.
routers.
Cool. Cool.
So cool. Yeah. Little bit of tech. How's yeah? I was talking about with tech, right? Like I want to talk about
Hmm.
AI. There's been a lot
Yeah.
going
Okay.
on, right? Did it creep up into your life? Like, did you have? Is it become part of your some
Yeah.
important part of your day-to-day life?
I would say not like it has. It has. Yeah. Let me tell you. Like for example, instead of Googling, I might use ChatGPT. So that's the biggest, let's say, change. I would say, like for example, I want to check how many calories in marrow. Yeah, like so I would check over there. So just recently I was checking that, or for example, so we have a lot of medicine in our medicine cabinet. Yeah, and I don't know what is what in sometimes. So maybe I just, you know what, I've done this several times now. Yeah, so put it out in a neat fashion, and then I click a picture and ask ChatGPT if there's any medicine, for example, for gas, or any medicine for fever or cold. It'll give out like, okay, this is something you can use for whatever
Oh,
allergies or, yeah. So it's quite like of course I double confirm that it'll say this one is, and then I'll go like, okay, then I might check in Google that it's actually true that this compound is used for treating the symptom or whatever. It helps in narrowing that down. Yeah, stuff like this. And at work, yeah, I use it a lot. Like work in the sense my 9 to 5 job, and also like when I do YouTube stuff, I use it a lot. I wouldn't
For
say it
me,
has
yeah,
crept
like
up. It has
uh,
become a very important part. Yeah, about you, tell me.
yeah, it's replaced Google in a lot of ways. Google, to be honest, what I read recently, I do specific search where I give a search term and then I type Reddit because I want Reddit answers. Google
Mhm.
is filled with blogs and SEO stuff, right, which are not serving the purpose of the search. So that's why ChatGPT is really an existential threat to Google, I would say. And yeah, I use Copilot a lot. It's
Yes.
a coding assistant that's really, it's like it's always looking at the code that you've written, not only the file that you're working on, but different files, the files that are imported in that,
Mm.
wherever these are imported, and it'll suggest you code. So a lot of times it's like magic. It's like, oh, did you mean this? You're typing something and then it shows, okay, an autocomplete kind of thing, and then I'm like, wow, this was what I thought was I thinking, and then I press tab and it.
Mhm.
So it's not like, you know the AI is so good that it'll write all of the code, but it's like a very good assistant. It's like a autocomplete kind of stuff.
Yeah, I lost you.
Yeah,
You were saying it's a very good.
autocomplete. That.
Yes. Yeah, I would say it makes, like, for example, you would say it makes you more productive. Yeah. So instead of,
Definitely.
let's say, you needing 10 developers, you might need like 7 or 8, or I don't know how much, depending on the complexity of the task itself, but the number of developers required comes down. That's what I mean, right? Like AI is going to replace some jobs. This is how it is. It's not that literally software engineer is replaced. It's like some software engineer, the requirement number of software engineers required would go down. Maybe it'll create new jobs. That's another thing
Did you
to
try
say.
that TLDV meeting
Yes,
summary meeting?
yes. Yeah, I tried it. So it is good, but like what I would say is, um, I mean, it is good. Yeah, like use cases, for example, like last week, I missed a call. Missed in the sense I was off because of sickness, and there was a call that happened. It's a small call, half an hour call, and my AI joined the call. So it took the notes and everything. And then I was checking. So I was discussing it with my manager, like, I'm trying to, because I have calls with my manager and this AI thing joins. So he knows, of course, I'm using this. And so I open the, let's say, the chat, whatever, the call summary itself. So it gives like action points in the end, right? So these are the action points that you need to do. So it gave 2 action points, which are like, I asked my manager, so do you think like this is a good summarization, like from the call? He's like, yes, that's a good summary. Like that's what we discussed and concluded. And then I checked the call was fully in Russian. Yeah. So it did all the translation from Russian to English, because all the participants were Russian, so they were comfortable in Russian. So of course I
Oh,
can't open the call and just look at what they were discussing. That would take some time. So that's the good part, and that's what I did use it for. But in many cases, like it has too much information with it. So maybe I don't know. Maybe like it's been only what 10 days since I'm using it, so I think it'll take some time for me to understand how I can use it. So I got the paid version. Let's see how it goes. The good thing is it records
how
all the
much is it?
calls. I got it for a month, around $29. So I'll try it out for 1 month and then see how it goes. Yeah,
Cool, cool.
if it is you. Do you use it like on your day to day?
No, not on day-to-day calls, but if it's one of those calls where a lot of people are joining and we discuss a particular topic, then I do it. I mean, maybe I should start. We use the free version, so it's limited.
In the free version, you don't get the summaries, right? You
We
only
get
get
it, but
10.
there's a limit of 3 meetings, I think, per week or something.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me see. I invited to all my calls. So now they see Suhail's AI note taker, something like that, in every call. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a call the other day in which
Mhm.
like 5 participants, all 5 had a note taker. It was funny.
Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. So they are also collecting a lot of data, yeah, if you think about it.
Yeah, they're collecting a lot of data, but I hope maybe the free version doesn't do much with the data. Just use it for training purposes, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they do, training purposes. I mean, the free version they would use more, right? Because they're not getting anything else, so they're getting data, so they will use it. Not for like training in the sense they might sell it as data itself. Like, hey, we have this chat data XYZ. Talking about AI, so actually tomorrow I have a presentation at work. Yeah, so there's this thing where I agreed, not agreed, like they asked if anybody wants to do like some kind of event or something. So I said, I can maybe talk about simple use cases of ChatGPT at work. So I've prepared some kind of a presentation where it's going to be a very basic one. That's what I'm hoping for, not like an advanced level user or mid level, even basic. Like I start with what is ChatGPT and then go on a little bit about how you can use it, and then what are the pitfalls and all that. So use case, Suhaib, what are like the common use cases you have ChatGPT for? I mean, you mentioned you have it as a replacement for Google, but other than that, like, can you think of something like you found out or something?
The chat assistant or AI in general?
Chat assistant.
Chat assistant, I use it to summarize documents and ask questions about the documents. For instance, the other day we're looking at investors, right? They set a big agreement. Now I just asked ChatGPT, such highlight some points that are against my company. Like I wanted to know what points are not good for my company. So it gave me good useful insights. So it's like like a side co-pilot, sidecar brain.
Yeah, it's like a junior, let's say. It's somebody not very talented, but they have like a lot of time at their hand, so you can give them one task and they'll give it back. It's something like that. Yeah, and it doesn't take that long as well. Yeah.
Other use cases, like it's just a like knowledge hub, right? Like
Yeah,
it's very generic. The use cases are generic.
yeah, like a Google, like simple Google stuff. Okay, so let's hope my presentation goes well tomorrow at work. There's going to be a lot of people joining. Yeah, it's going to be at least 100 people joining.
You can talk about not just Chat GPT, but the other aspects, right? Like I told TLDV, Copilot.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
That would be more interesting.
it will be. The thing is, at work, the company doesn't pay for TLTV and other stuff, so they reimburse ChatGPT subscription. So it's what do you say? The company pays for it. So that's something you can talk about. Like if I talk about TLDV, it's not something that company pays for unless you make a very strong case for yourself that I need it, etc. Maybe then the company might pay for it. So it doesn't make sense for me to talk about it, get people excited, and then find out, okay, I need to pay for it from my own pocket. So that's the reason why we went with only ChatGPT.
Makes sense.
Like for example, your juniors, yeah, what do you think they are using it for? Like I know they're using Copilot for sure. I mean, you guys are reimbursing that for also probably.
They are using. I am guessing they're using ChatGPT as a tech lead that they can ask questions about. It's not just about code, right? It's not about how to implement this overall design of a particular, particular API and all things like that. So how do you make it reusable, all that? So it gives you it can act as any guru. I think they might be using it as a tech guru, a tech lead.
Okay, understood. Yeah. All right, bro. All right. And so, hey, and then another bad, not another bad thing. One bad thing that happened was I uploaded my last video on Friday, and it's again a 10 out of 10 video. You remember what is a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yes, and it didn't feel good. So right
All
now,
10 all 10 videos of your last perform better than your current video.
yeah, the last upload. So let me just get the latest number. So it got in the first 3 hours, let's say 4 days. It's been 4 days now. It got only 31 views, and yeah, it's still 10 out of 10. So the worst video amongst the last 10 video. performance wise, and it doesn't feel good because I did put a lot of effort and another video not doing well. Yeah, happens.
Yeah, hang in there. It'll. I mean, I would say one thing is, from the time that you started until now, your video's quality has greatly
Mhm.
increased. So it'll become better and better.
Yeah, the topic itself that I'm covering is not something very clickable, right? Like nobody wants to click on something like this. That's a problem. Yeah. So I need to like put a Trojan horse. Like I talk about something and then like slowly
Have you
allude into something else.
have you thought about, like, see, someone who's addicted to gaming might not search for things like, okay, but someone who
Mm.
cares for someone who's addicted to gaming, can you search for, is your son addicted to gaming? How to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So that will get me more views. But then, like, my plan is not to target, let's say, people who are concerned about somebody who's addicted to gaming. Then it would become a different, let's say, it's a different target audience. Yeah.
But it's
How to,
highly relevant audience. Still.
it's something I could think about for sure. Because I thought about it, yeah, for sure. This audience is more easily targetable, and they might be even searching for stuff like this. And so, what would happen is like, okay, they might find this one, and when you're right, maybe I could suggest them things that they can use to help their, I don't know, friend or relative or
Yeah.
whatever, because it's the same tips and tricks. Yeah, it's not going to change massively, but it's going to be from a third person, not from first person to second, let's say.
Yeah, how they can support their loved ones
Mm.
in their addiction, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be same because you yourself doing some activities to get rid of gaming and someone else doing things
Yeah.
to help you get rid of. That's, yeah, I
Mm.
think there is a Venn diagram, but it's highly disjointed, I would still say.
There are things, right? But what my plan was not to target, like, for example, parents or like siblings or friends, but the guy itself, the person itself who's facing the issue, and them themselves taking action to, overcome this. Generally, when it comes from somebody else, it's difficult to take action.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you can.
there's a let's say what happens ends up happening also is more friction is created, like the relationship also starts to become deteriorating.
No,
So
but that's what you need to tell, right? Like how they can do that without affecting the relationship. There's many ways to do it, right? You can't just go and take away their gaming, lock it.
things, yeah.
That's worse. That's really bad. But you
Mm.
can do some things that I don't know what it is, to be honest. But
Maybe, yeah, I think I can research and find out for sure. Yeah, you're right. I think it could be something that I can do. Let me think about it. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. I'll take it. Because even Fatima suggested, maybe you could do this, but again, so what's how do I monetize it? Yeah, like my monetization would be, in this case, the person who, like the parent, in most cases it's going to be the parents, yeah, of kids. So the parent would pay for me to talk to their kid, and the kid doesn't want to talk. It's going to be, I'll be talking to somebody, or I will be helping somebody who doesn't want to take the help. It's going to be a difficult task. Maybe in, let's say, out of 100 cases, maybe in 10 cases the kid or whoever or the sibling or whatever might be like, okay, let me give this a try. So yeah, that could be something. Because gaming is getting bigger and bigger every year. I was just looking at the stat, the amount of money in gaming is more than twice the amount of money in music and movies combined. So
yeah,
it's
that I
very
saw.
massive. You saw
A lot
that,
of
yeah.
money in gaming is a lot. Yeah, gaming.
It's a lot. So it's like there's mobile games, there's microtransactions, there's a lot of money there. Yeah,
Vice
a
City.
lot of money. Vice City, yes, that was our OG
Um,
game. I still
I've not
remember.
been much of a gamer, but I have gamed a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
There's Vice City, San Andreas, and then like GTA 4. I think GTA 5 now. GTA 5 is massive. It's
yeah.
massive. And now like GTA 6 is coming out. GTA 6, the trailer video holds the world record for the most amount of views in the first 24 hours. Crazy hype for it.
Yeah. I have a
So
PS5, but I generally rarely paid it catching dust.
maybe you can
It's
think
one of
about
those impulse
selling it.
buys. Okay.
Yeah, minimalism, Suhaib. Maybe you can think about selling it.
Yeah, always. Yeah, always wanted a gaming console when I was young, like a proper gaming
Mm.
console, not a PSP.
Mm.
And
Okay.
now I have it and I can't play it.
It's not you can't. I think you choose not to, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
correct.
That's a difference. And so I was talking to one of my friends. This I think yesterday itself. Yeah, I was just talking to him. So he has one of the most different work. Let's say so he works in satellites, building satellites, the software and the hardware. And the
Hmm.
company itself mainly is like wildfire detection and prevention. So that's their main service, let's say. So and so he develops not develops he works on developing the satellites, the software and the hardware.
Oh,
Yeah, so I got an insight. So right now most of the launches are done by SpaceX. So they are the
yeah.
cheapest and the most reliable way to launch a satellite. And then I got a number. So to deliver a payload of like around 12, 13 kilos, they pay 500,000 euros. That's the cost in case, Suhaib, you want to launch a satellite ever. Indian ISRO also does it. Okay, ISRO has their thing. Like if you want to launch a satellite, you can launch it through ISRO. But ISRO is very unreliable. They might say, okay, in 1 year we can do, but then 1 year they'll be like, oh no, we can't do it now. They might push it by one more year or like something weird like that. So SpaceX is leader right now. I mean, there's nobody
Yeah,
else, right?
even
There's no
this guy's trying to come who Jeff Bezos with Blue Origin.
Blue Origin. Not happening yet.
Yeah, but he's also, like successful entrepreneur, but
Of course, he is. He's not a. How do I put it? His idea is not like he's entrepreneur wise. He is very successful, but he is not coming up with groundbreaking technology. Like
hmm,
Musk is. So Musk started a car company, SpaceX. I don't know what else is going on. Even now, Twitter. So you heard the Twitter news that they have started training a model. It's like a bit of hype around it. Gork,
yeah, yeah.
Grok. Yeah. So the biggest, and they're going to be done by December. Let's see how it goes.
But I think in the end, it's about how you have that vision and then you get people to work for it, right? Musk
Yeah.
doesn't. Musk probably doesn't get into the day-to-day tech of SpaceX or Tesla, but he has the right people working for him. So, which I think when Jeff Bezos, but yeah, I think Musk does have that tech angle to him
Mm.
more than Jeff Bezos.
For sure. Musk is,
Yeah.
let's say, innovative technology. Jeff Bezos, I wouldn't call his thing. It makes a lot of money, that's for sure, but it's not an innovative technology that he has brought up. In his own way, he's a genius. Yeah, like what he did with Amazon, for sure. But Musk is something else. Yeah, the richest man. He's still the richest man, right? Elon Musk. I don't know. It keeps changing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tesla.
Still, I think it's Tesla came down, but his SpaceX is worth a lot more, I guess. SpaceX is completely private. He owns it mostly.
Yeah, Elon Musk is the top 218 billion. And second is Jeff Bezos, 215 billion.
That
Not a
too,
lot.
after giving half of it to his wife,
Oh,
ex-wife.
really? I didn't know about that. Okay.
He got divorced, right? Where he gave almost half to
Okay, I
his
didn't
wife.
know that. Okay. 4%. He owned more. Yes. 2019, he owned 16% of Amazon. And then he had some of it was transferred to his ex-wife. Okay. Okay. That's how it is. So how's Iman Sohib? How's her growth going?
Yeah, it's good. She's doing new things. She's becoming more of a person nowadays.
Well, what did
You
she do
know,
this week? Something
she
funny.
did a very good poop.
Okay. Did you
Yeah,
see her poop
like a
like that?
adult poop. Yeah,
Okay. It was not all liquidy and stuff. Yeah.
no, it was a yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
think she's having adult food, right? So it's going to be.
yeah. And recently we gave something with basil in it, like basil
Hmm.
paneer something. Okay, she really
Okay.
didn't like it and she got angry. How come
Oh,
you fed?
What is this you're
He
giving?
started throwing the food.
No. Okay. Yeah. It's cute, right?
Eh,
They do
eh,
that.
we, we can't put salt or olive oil. You can't put all. I mean, we're not putting that, so it's very bland. Like,
I think for them, like the spiciness in the sense the amount of masala, they're very sensitive to it. Even Huda, like she doesn't like any masala in her food, so she has like bland food most of the times, and she likes it.
did you try pure? Do you use purees
No, no,
like the?
she's chewing now.
But you don't use that anymore.
No, no, we don't grind her food, so we give
No,
her.
no, the ready to eat puree that you get outside.
Not yet, no, not anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to give her, but now she chews her food, and uh, she can eat whatever we eat, unless it's like a very hard thing that you have to properly chew. She eats most of the things we eat. There's no harm in it.
And
Yeah.
how's the allergies?
It has reduced actually. So yeah, last week I believe we were like testing milk around her face. So that's how we one of the ways we test. And earlier it used to cause like blisters around, not massive blisters, but she used to get like some I don't know what you call it, lesions. It's very temporary, like maybe for 15-20 minutes it'll be there and it'll go away. Last week when we tried, those didn't come up. And we are not like earlier we used to be very careful to separate her food to make sure she doesn't come in contact with anything. Now we are not that, pushy about being so careful. So that's good. So what the doctors had told was by age 3, most of the kids overcome their milk allergies and stuff. The nut allergy, maybe not. That's okay. I think nut is livable without some nuts. I think milk is like a big one, and eggs. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, she's growing every week. She's doing new things. Like you mentioned about Iman. Like now she's kind of makes sentences of her own. Like I don't know what. Like she has these cute ways of making her own sentences of the words. She has a limited vocabulary. Let's say she has like around maybe 400 to 500 words, and she'll make sentences using that. It's very cute to look at her attempts at, but she communicates what she wants to communicate. Yeah. So but in her own grammar and other stuff, so she'll join words to make us tell what she wants. It's fun.
Cool.
How's clienter, Suhaib? How's it doing?
It's good. We're done actually. We're doing the last, touch ups, those kind of things. Testing, writing test cases, and we'll
Mhm.
start looking for customers coming August. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's been a good long, long time building it, but we're done. So
I remember you had like a deadline for you. How's that going?
yeah, deadline is end of August. August 1. We actually have one of the accounting firms in Dubai, like a really good one who has agreed to partner with us. So they'll use a product as a beta and
Mhm.
test it, and then give us feedback.
And you're gonna grandfather them, yeah, with cost.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good, good to have. If you want any feedback from me or Fatima, we are here.
Yeah, I think we'll have a meeting on August, somewhere early August, and we'll.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Yeah, this I think last week I wanted to mention this as well. Like after the video did bad, yeah, on Friday I uploaded it. On Saturday and Sunday, I was not in a good mood. Uh, I was down. I was feeling down. Like, what am I doing? Because it takes a lot of effort, and when it does like shit, it just
Mhm.
it hits you hard. Yeah, I've not found the time, let's say, to work on the next video, but hopefully, I do find the time. Yeah, like the motivation has gone down for sure. But anyway, this is a 4-part series that I'm doing. So once I finish with that, then I'll think about strategy, changing strategies.
Mm, yeah, keep testing, keep changing.
I think you are right. Yeah, like 2 videos have done well, and both of them apply to, let's say, a general audience, not just like gaming addicts. It could apply to people who are concerned about somebody, or people generally who are interested. Let's say in this genre. So one video was how gaming companies engineer addiction. Yeah, so it applies not just to gaming addicts, but somebody who's just interested in it. So the title, and it doesn't give the vibe about, oh, it's only for gaming addicts or something. That's one video that did well. And the other one is the game that almost ruined my life. So that also, I guess it's a bit broader audience over there. I think that's what it was, and more, let's say, eye catching. Yeah, I think those are the two lessons, and I'll try to replicate
Hmm.
them in the future video. Sorry. All right, bro.
Cool.
Anything else?
All right. Nah, all good. I'll
All good.
go sleep
See you
now.
then. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Don't